Thanks for tuning in this morning. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Lots lined up for you in this edition. Straight up, starting with breaking news coming in. The J&K High Court, we are told, has reopened case of Nadimarg massacre of 24 Kashmiri Pandits. In fact, 7 persons were challaned in this case, remember, during the presidency of, during the pendency of the trial of this case, the prosecution moved an application before the trial court seeking permission to examine material prosecution witnesses on commission. According to the prosecution, these witnesses had migrated out of Kashmir Valley and were reluctant to depose before the trial court at Shopian in view of the threat perception. So that's the Nadimarg massacre of 24 Pandits case that has now been reopened. So a big move there by the J&K High Court. We'll go across to Gursimran as well to get us more details on this case. But that is the big news coming in this hour with the Nadimarg massacre case having been reopened. And that, the J&K High Court passing this order regarding the reopening of this case. The massacre of 24 Kashmiri Pandits. In fact, we are told that this incident dates, in fact, the next hearing of case is also set to happen. We have Gursimran reporting live. Gursimran, if you could give us more details, a big move there by the J&K High Court.
See, Samiksha, this is a major development, possibly the first case that is linked to the atrocities on the Kashmiri Pandits that has now been reopened by the Jammu and Kashmir High Court. And in its order, the Justice Sanjay Dhar has said that the court cannot review its own judgment, but it can recall the order that has been given, and it same has been done. Because what has happened in 2014, that the state, that is the Jammu and Kashmir State Prosecution Wing, has moved to the Jammu and Kashmir High Court, in which they sought that the case be transferred to a safer location so that the migrant Kashmiri Pandits who are witness in this case, they can dispose of their statements, because they don't feel safe in Kashmir Valley going to Shopian to register their statement. And the High Court in 2014 dismissed this petition by the J&K state, that is the prosecution wing. And we know that without giving any reason and without hearing the prosecution wing of J&K, the case was dismissed. And now Justice Sanjay Dhar has said that ordered the registry to list the case on 15 September 2022. That is on the 15th of next month. The hearing will take place. Important to mention that on 23rd of March in 2003, this unfortunate incident unfolded in the Pulwama district, Nadimarg area, where over 24 Kashmiri Pandits, they were brutally killed. That includes male, female, and even 2-year-old minors that were brutally killed by Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists. This is what is in the FIR, and FIR was registered in the Zainpura police station of Shopian in 2003, but due to the delay and the court order that was given earlier by the trial court in Shopian and then by the Jammu and Kashmir High Court, the case was closed. But once again, a major move by the J&K High Court, which has given a clear direction to recall its 2014 order. And now what the prosecution has demanded is either the trial be moved to Jammu or another safer location, or the fresh trial be conducted soon after the framing of the charges. 7 people have been accused in this case, and now the witness statement has to be recorded. And now the court has taken the initiative that the next hearing will take place on 15 September. It has to be seen how things pan out. But very important decision by the J&K High Court, possibly first that atrocities on the Kashmiri Pandits case be reopened in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes, well, Gursimran, thank you so much for getting us those details. So, Gursimran, they're reporting live. All eyes will be on the next hearing in this case, which will take place on 15th of September. And